Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of Spain's most iconic landmarks, the Alhambra in Granada. Whether you're planning your dream trip or just curious about what makes this place so special, I've got you covered. Stick around because I'll walk you through everything you need to know for a perfect day at the Alhambra. From ticket tips to what to pack, and trust me, there's a lot to unpack. Oh, and before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and allows me to bring you more travel tips and guides like this one. Let's jump in. First things first, what exactly is the Alhambra? Alhambra is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most visited attractions in Spain. It's a stunning blend of Islamic architecture and Renaissance influence, and its history dates back to the 13th century. Nestled atop a hill overlooking Granada, the Alhambra is a palace, fortress, and a beautifully landscaped garden all rolled into one. This place isn't just a feast for the eyes, it's a deep dive into history, culture, and art. But let me tell you, visiting the Alhambra isn't something you can just casually stroll into. A little planning goes a long way, so let's get into the details. First up, tickets. The Alhambra is incredibly popular, and tickets often sell out weeks in advance. Yes, weeks. So if you're thinking of just showing up and grabbing a ticket, I hate to break it to you, but you might be out of luck. There are direct links in the description of this video to book your tickets. To avoid disappointment, book your tickets online as early as possible. You can choose between general admission tickets, guided tours, or even evening visits if you're up for a more atmospheric experience. Just remember, the general admission ticket includes the Nasrid Palaces, General Life Gardens, and the Alcazaba Fortress, which are the main highlights. Pro tip, check the time slot for your entry to the Nasrid Palaces. It's strict, and if you miss it, you won't be allowed in. Plan your day around it to make sure you don't miss out. Now that we've got tickets sorted, let's talk about navigating the Alhambra. This place is massive, and there's a lot to see. You've got the Nasrid Palaces with intricate details, the General Life Gardens with stunning views, and the Alcazaba Fortress for those Instagram-worthy shots of Granada. One thing to keep in mind is to wear comfortable shoes. You'll be walking a lot, and some paths are uneven. Trust me, the last thing you want is sore feet halfway through your visit. Oh, and while we're on the topic of preparation, don't forget sunscreen and water, especially if you're visiting in the warmer months. The Andalusian sun can be intense, and while there are shaded areas, you'll be grateful for some hydration. Speaking of what to bring, let me run through a quick checklist. Aside from tickets and comfy shoes, pack a small bag with water, snacks, sunscreen, and a hat. Photography enthusiasts, you'll definitely want to bring a camera. The architecture and views are breathtaking. One thing to note, large bags aren't allowed inside certain areas, so keep it light. And if you're wondering about food options, there's a cafe on site, but packing a snack can save you some time and money. Now, let's talk about timing. When's the best time to visit the Alhambra? Personally, I recommend starting early in the morning or later in the afternoon. The crowds are thinner and the lighting is perfect for photos. Plus, if you're visiting in the summer, those early or late hours are much cooler. If you're planning a full day at the Alhambra, start with the Nasrid Palaces. They're the most intricate and detailed part of the site, and it's worth seeing them while you're fresh and energized. From there, head to the General Life Gardens for a more relaxing stroll, and wrap up with the Alcazaba for those stunning panoramic views. If you're someone who loves history and details, consider booking a guided tour. The Alhambra is full of fascinating stories and hidden symbolism that you might miss on your own. Plus, a guide can help you make the most of your time and navigate the site efficiently. And if you're traveling with kids, don't worry. The Alhambra can still be an amazing experience for the whole family. The gardens and open spaces are great for little ones to explore, and you can always adjust the pace to suit your group. Now, let's take a moment to talk about Granada itself. After spending the day immersed in the history and beauty of Alhambra, you might be wondering what else this vibrant city has to offer. Well, let me tell you. Granada is as charming and lively as it gets. The streets here are filled with energy, from the bustling plazas to the winding lanes of the Albaycin, the old Moorish quarter. You'll find cozy cafes, artisan shops, and street musicians adding to the ambiance. And when the sun starts to set, Granada truly comes alive, especially if you're a foodie or someone who loves a good drink with friends. One of the most delightful traditions in Granada, and something that makes it stand out from the rest of Spain, is its tapas culture. Here's the deal. When you order a drink at most bars or taverns, you're treated to a free tapa. That's right, free. It's a long-standing local tradition and a point of pride for the people of Granada. Imagine this. You order a refreshing glass of sangria, a local beer, or maybe a tinto de verano, which, by the way, is perfect for those warm evenings. Alongside your drink, the bartender surprises you with a plate of delicious tapas. It might be anything from a slice of tortilla española to a small dish of flavorful jamón serrano, or even freshly fried calamari. And the best part? The more drinks you order, the more tapas you get. And they're often different with each round. This generous tradition makes Granada an incredible place to explore the local cuisine without breaking the bank. You could easily hop from one bar to another, sampling a variety of drinks and tapas, turning your evening into a mini culinary tour of the city. It's a fun, social experience and a fantastic way to connect with the local culture. One of the best places to enjoy this tapas scene is around Calle Navas, a street packed with tapas bars offering everything from traditional Spanish dishes to more modern takes. But don't limit yourself to one area. Part of the adventure is discovering your favorite spot. Whether you're sitting on a bustling terrace or tucked away in a hidden gem of a bar, you're guaranteed to enjoy a warm and welcoming atmosphere. And let's not forget the views. Some tapas bars in Granada offer rooftop terraces where you can sip your drink while gazing out at the Alhambra, glowing softly in the distance. It's the perfect way to cap off your day, blending incredible food, drink, and scenery into one unforgettable experience. So after you visit the Alhambra, take some time to explore Granada. Wander the streets, soak in the lively atmosphere, and indulge in this unique tradition of free tapas with every drink. The kind of experience that stays with you long after your trip is over. Let's talk about one of the most magical experiences at the Alhambra, visiting it at night. Picture this, the soft glow of lights illuminating the intricate details of the Nasrid palaces, the gentle hum of the evening breeze, and the stillness that transforms the entire site into a dreamlike setting. The night visit is a completely different experience from exploring during the day. During the day, you're captivated by the grandeur and the sheer scale of the Alhambra, but at night, it feels more intimate, almost as if you've stepped into another era. The play of light and shadow highlights details in the carvings and arches that you might miss during daylight hours. It's quieter, too. Fewer people choose the evening slot, which makes it feel like you've got the place all to yourself. Walking through the dimly lit courtyards, hearing the soft trickle of fountains, and seeing the reflection of the stars in the still waters of the reflecting pools. It's an unforgettable experience. The Nasrid palaces are the main attraction during the night tours, and the lighting brings a whole new dimension to their beauty. It's as if the walls are alive, whispering stories from centuries past. The intricate patterns on the walls cast delicate shadows, and the atmosphere is enchanting. But the magic doesn't stop there. From certain viewpoints, you can see Granada twinkling below, the city lights stretching out into the horizon. It's a perfect blend of historic wonder and modern charm. If you're visiting Alhambra, I highly recommend adding the evening tour to your itinerary. It's ideal if you want a more serene, less crowded experience, or if you're looking for that wow moment that you'll talk about for years to come. Remember that evening tours usually focus on specific parts of the Alhambra, like the Nasrid palaces, so it's worth checking the details when booking. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a few final tips. First, give yourself plenty of time to explore. The Alhambra isn't the kind of place you want to rush through. Second, take a moment to just soak it all in. Find a quiet corner, sit down, and appreciate the beauty and history of this incredible site. And lastly, don't forget to check the weather before you go and dress accordingly. Layers are your friend, especially in the cooler months. And there you have it, everything you need to know to plan a perfect visit to the Alhambra. I hope this guide helps you make the most of your trip and inspires you to explore this stunning piece of history. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and join our travel-loving community.